Okay, today we are going to talk about equation of motion. So for this one, equation of motions, from 4 we learn, but year 10 is depends on your teacher. So if you are graduate from the IGCSE, might be a new thing for you lah, but depends on teacher. Some of the teacher they will teach about this, but this one is not in the syllabus for the IG lah. Okay, today we're talking about the motion. Wait, somebody join us? Okay, it's okay. Okay, dear. So at here for motions for the AS, we need to know how to derive and we get the 4 formula. Okay, by the way, linear motion, motion here, motion, we got 2 types. If the question is talking about constant velocity, if constant velocity, then this one easy. Why easy? We're just using the formula V equals to S over T, settle. But in case this one velocity is changing, okay, it is constant acceleration. Okay, then we will involve with 4 formula. Okay, these 4 formula we are going to learn today. 1, 2, 3, 4. V equals to U plus AT, S equals to 1 over 2 U plus V times T, S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square, V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay, so we will involve with these 4 formula in case the question tells us that the velocity is changing. Okay, if velocity is constant, then we're using the one more simple one. You distance or displacement divided by time, settle. Okay, but if the velocity is changing, then we have to using this 4 formula. Okay, so today here, the first one actually formula from here, first one, how we get it? Very easy. Just using the accelerations, we rearrange it only. Okay, we rearrange to get the V. So at here, V equals to U plus AT. So this is the first formula we get. Okay, second formula, how we get average velocity. Average, that means that you add it up, then divided by 2. This is average. Okay, so this one average divided by 2. So distance travel, just now I told you V equals to S over T. What? Okay, so this one, average velocity times the time. So we get the second formula. Okay, so we get the second formula. This is the second formula. Average velocity times the time. Okay, next we goes to next page. Now the third one, I need you to derive it. Okay, because you need to know how to derive it. So here, number 3, how we get the third equation. Third equation, here you look at this. Substitute the V from equation 1. Equation 1 is V equals to U plus AT. Substitute in the equation 2. This is equation 2. So this is equation 1. Okay, so we write it together. S equals to U plus the V at here. So we put it in. U plus AT, then divided by 2 times T. So at here, S equals to UT. Okay, plus UT plus AT squared divided by 2. So I just time it up, time it in, okay? Times the T in. Okay, so at the end at here, we get the formula. S equals to U over T plus U over T divided by 2. So it's get UT. Okay, plus 1 over 2 AT squared. So this is the third formula, how we get it. In Form 4, we only learned this formula, but we didn't learn how to derive it. In AS, we need to know, okay? They like to ask us to derive. So this one is the equation number 3. Okay, 10 seconds for you to complete this. Then before I proceed to the equation number 4, at the same time, I take attendance. Okay, done. So here we goes to the equation number 4. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. Just now I think my computer accidentally left out the Zoom. Okay, dear, here we stop. Okay, here substitute in the equations number 2. Then here this one 1t. Okay, we substitute in s equals to v plus u over t times with the t. This is the t. Okay, we put it in. So v minus u over a. Okay, this is the t. So we will get your mathematics. This one is your mathematics. V square minus u square divided by 2a. So if we rearrange, we will get this. V square equals to u square plus 2as. So this is the number 4, equation number 4. Okay, you need to know how to derive. Okay, now we already learned about these 4 equations. Any questions? If no question, you type in the chat box, let me know. Then we can proceed to the exercise. No, thank you, Vashini. Okay, here, no problems. So we go to the exercise we try. This one is summary. There is 4 equations we have to know. Okay, so if you are year 10, you should also able to know this symbol. U is initial velocity, V is final velocity, A is acceleration, T is the time. S is the displacement or distance. Okay, so you should know about this symbol. Okay, next. We try with the past year question. This is 2017. A stone is projected vertically upward. In AS, you need to learn to visualize drawing diagram and visualize. Okay, so this is the stone we throw upward. Okay, throw upward. Throw upward, we know that if there is a maximum height before it fall down. Okay, why it got maximum height is because velocity will decrease to 0. It against to the gravity. Against to the gravity. Gravity is pulling down, but the stone is trying to move up, so it's against gravity. So this question tell you that the stone has initial velocity or speed is 15. So we write down 15 meter per second. Air resistance, and right now we ignore. So it will just affected by the G, which is or A which is negative 9.81 meter per second. Okay, what is the maximum height? Highlight this maximum height. When you saw maximum height, there is one information you have to know, which is the final velocity is 0. They against gravity, they will slow down until maximum height. There is no more velocity, then gravity pulling it down. So at here, maximum height, this is the hint for us to know that this is velocity, final velocity is 0. Okay, boys and girls, there is 4 formula just now. You have to identify which formula you can use. Okay, so maximum height, which means that they want to find the S. They want to find the S. You see, UVAS. So just now the formula I list out again. V equals to U plus AT. S equals to 1 over 2 U plus V times T. S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay, dear, these 4 equation, please try to identify which formula you are going to use. UVAS. Then I want you calculate and then tell me your answer. This question is easy. First question with something like recall back our knowledge. Okay, then tell me if you finish calculating, then you let me know. B. Yeah, thank you. B. Okay, so here answer is B. Okay, here we're using V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So V is 0, U is 15 squared plus 2 negative 9.81 times the S. At the end, you're using your mathematics to solve 1148 meter, something like that. So 11 meter. Okay, 11 meter. So at here, the whole question seems like only give you the initial speed. But actually, we have to know V equals to 0. We have to know the A is actually negative 9.81. We have to know. Okay? So number 2, this one settle. Others than Vashini? Other student okay? If not okay, please let me know. Okay, next. Question number 2. Okay, run 100 meters. So at here, we know that the total is 100 meter. This question, I give you the hints. Later on, you have to count for me. Okay, 100 meter in total. He accelerate. Okay, as starting is accelerate. So accelerate U is 0. Then accelerate 2.5 meter per second to reach his maximum speed. That means that at certain moment, maximum speed is 10 meter per second. Then he maintain the speed. Behind here, from here to here, let me show you from this part to this part, they remain the same velocity. So if they remain the velocity, we are using just now the starting I told you V equals to S over T. No need to using the four linear motion equation because here maintain the speed. Okay, maintain the speed. So at here, it will all the time is 10 meter per second until he crossed the finish line. How long the time? Oh, okay. They want to know the total time. So they want to know from here to here. What is the total time? So for this question, you have to solve by divided into two parts. So you have to count what is your T1, what is your T2. Then you add it up together. Okay? So boys and girls, for the T1, can you count? What is the T1? You count what information you have. You have the U equals to 0. You have the final velocity is 10. You have the acceleration is 2.5. Do you able to count T1? First section. Count and then let me know. Four-second. Thank you. Yes, it's 4 seconds. It's 4 seconds. So what formula we use? U equals V equals to U plus AT. So at here, first section, we're using V equals to U plus AT. That's why I told you you have to draw out the diagram so that you will be very clear on what information for this part and what information for another part. Okay, you have to draw it out. Then after that, your V is 10, your U is 0, 2.5 times T. So your T is 4 seconds. Then second step, T1 is 4 seconds, first section. But then how about the second section? Second section then remain the speed, maintain the speed. So just like I told you, V equals to S over T. But the problem is, do you know how long the distance for the second section? So we don't know. Then what should we do? So can you please try to find out what is the distance for the first section? Then you will know what is the rest of the distance for the second section. So now your task is have to solve and find out how far it traveled for the first section by using the four linear motion equation. Like try. 20 meter. Thank you. Yes, 20 meter. Okay, so we have to using the first section to find how long. Okay, so we using the formula V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So this one, V is 10 square, 0 square plus 2.5S. So from here, I know that my first section, I travel 20 meter. After I travel 20 meter, that means that this one, this part is 20 meter. In total is 100 meter. So I know that second part should be 80 meter. Okay, can you get it here? This one here 20. That means that here actually will be 80 meter because in total is 100 meter. So 80 divided by the time. Oh, we don't know the time. But then I know that they maintain the velocity at 10. So at here, t equals to x second. T2, second section is x second. So total time is T1 plus T2. Yes, thank you, Vashini. Yes, correct. 12 seconds. Answer is C. Okay, this question is trying to train you. Do you able to like visualize it, draw the diagram so that you can solve one by one? Okay, until here, any question? If no question, I'm going to proceed to question number 3. No, thank you. Okay, here, number 3. A stone we throw upwards, vertically upwards. Oh, okay. From a point, so we throw upwards from a point that is 12 meter above the sea. That means that here there is a sea. So we throw somewhere here above the sea. That means that here to here is 12 meter. Okay. It then fall into the sea. So it's falling down until here. Okay, so total time is 3.4 seconds. Air resistance we ignore. Okay, then what is the speed was the stone released when it was thrown? Okay, here. So they want to know the U, initial velocity. Okay, so at here, what kinds of information we still have? Because the object is thrown vertically upward, so from here, I know that my G or A is negative 9.81 meter per second per second. Okay, what else information we know? We know the time. So at here, we know A, we know the time, and then here, we know the S. But this S is the displacement, starting to ending. Okay, this is called displacement. So displacement have to consider direction. We throw upward, but at the end, the displacement is pointing downward. So this one, remember, we need to put a negative. So highlight, Okay, here, highlight. This one, negative. Because we throw upward, then the displacement at the end go up, go down. It's opposite direction, so we put a negative. Okay, so the question asking you, U, what is your U? So you got you got 3 informations, physical quantity. Can you using the suitable formula, then do calculation and tell me what is your U? Right, do yourself. Thank you, Junho, for answering me. Okay, try. Any of you facing any problem, let me know. The self-practice one, lesson number 6, I already shared in the group. C, Jore says C, correct. Okay, C is correct. So at here, S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT squared. So at here, remember put negative. Initial, we don't know. The time is 3.4 plus 1 over 2, negative 9.81. Then this one is 3.4 square. U should be 30 meter per second. Okay, for this question, they're trying to test on you. Do you know that your S have to put a negative or not? Okay, because opposite direction with the initial motion. Okay, if no question, we are going to the number 4. Question number 4. Any question? You have to respond me so that I can know that whether I can proceed or not. No, thank you. Okay. So we proceed, Next here. Okay, number four. Number four. A good train pass through a station at a steady speed. Okay, here. Keyword steady speed. So what formula you have to use for the steady speed? Okay, we cannot using the just now the four equation. Okay, here express train. Okay, so we got two. One is the goods train, another one is express train. Okay, so at here we also trying to like drawing out lah. Okay, so we got two. One is the good train. Okay, another one is the express train. Okay, here. For the first one, they all the time travel with the constant speed, which 10 meter per second until the end. Okay, U and V are the same. U and V are the same. Doesn't change the speed. Then after that, the express train is at rest. Okay, so at starting, U at here is 0 meter per second is 0. So the express train leaves the station with a uniform acceleration. That means that at here, A equals to 0.5 ms negative 2. Just as the good trains go past. Okay, then next, what else? Both trains will move in the same direction on a straight and parallel tracks. How much time pass? Oh, okay. How much times pass before the express train overtake? This one last week we also got something question like this, right? So for this one, we need to know that their what we say distance. Their distance must be the same. Distance for the good trains, it must be equals to the distance of the express. Okay, so the problem is you have to find out what is the, you have to find out two equations because here a lot of information we don't have. Okay, so for the first one, good train. Okay, it is constant speed. Steady speed meaning that constant speed. So at here we need to using the formula V equals to S over T. We want to find the S. Okay, we know the V is 10 because it doesn't change. But the problem is I don't know the time, how long the time, it doesn't mention. So at here, I know that I want to find this S for the goods equals to 10T. So this is your first equation. This is your first equation. Later on for the express one, you also need to find another equation in terms of the time. Okay, as in terms of the time. So after that, the third step, first step, second step, and then third step, you have to fulfill the distance must be the same before it overtake. So the second one, can you try using the correct formula? Then you're trying to do substitution and find out what is your S equals to how many T. What formula you can use? You got U, you got A, you want to find S in terms of T. What formula you can use? Then you solve it using your mathematics. Then you type in the chat box and let me know what is your answer. Let me know if you get the answer. Any of you able to solve this question? C. No, answer is donkey. Let me see. Joray. C. No. D. Yes. Kai Chen correct. Fawal. 40 seconds correct. 40 seconds correct. Okay, so at here, this one is mathematics. You solve it at the end, you can get the answer for t equals to 40 seconds. Okay, for these questions, you have to drawing out and then find the keyword steady speed. So we're using the formula of this. Okay, V equals to S over T. Then another one, you have to label it out and then you only know that UATS. So we're using this formula S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT squared. Okay, so after that, you're finding out these two equations. We understand that they want to overtake. First, you have to know that their distance travel must be the same at this moment. Okay, so your distance for the goods train must be equals to the distance for the express train. Okay, so at here, answer will be donkey C. Okay, question number 5 is easy. It's asking you to find the downward force, which is your V, whether prove it out, whether you get 19 meter per second or not. So this one I'm not going, I let you try, it's easy. Okay, then this one they asking you calculate the distance it travel, that means that S, this one also easy. You write down the final answer. The final answer is 17.6 meter or 17.5 meter. You write it down and then you complete it by yourself. This question, no tricky. It's just simple question. Then we are going to proceed to the page number 5. Is it okay? Write down the final answer. You complete the questions. Okay, next. So, okay, next here. Define displacement. Okay, displacement actually is, we understand distance, then displacement is actually the shortcut path. Okay, so finding the starting ending, this shortcut path actually is our displacement. Okay, so at here, shortest directed path from the starting point to ending point. Okay. Next question. I want you to think. Use your definition to explain how it is possible for a car to travel a certain distance and yet have zero displacement. I told you the car is traveling, but then how come it get a zero displacement? Any of you can type your answer and tell me how come? How it is possible for the car already travel a certain distance? So distance is not zero, but your displacement is zero. How it is possible? Rashini, let me check your answer. Start and end at the same time, same place. Car return. Yes. Car return back to original place. Correct. Let me see. Boyang. Drive in circle. The most important, you have to tell me it back to original position. It back to original. It might be a circle also, then back to the point. Okay. So at here, so it is possible if the car return to its starting position. Doesn't care how it moves, as long as at the end move like this, as long as at the end it move back. So starting and ending are at the same point, so this one displacement will be 0. Circle also can, circle, then back to here. Okay, also correct. Okay, 5 seconds for you to write down the answer. Then we are going to the B. Any of you already finished, then you go to the B and then you try it out by yourself. For the B, we don't care about the angle because the angle actually is for others question. Okay, for others question, for our linear motion equation doesn't affect it. So you just solve it like normal. We're using the 4 linear motion equation. Yes, Junho, it go back, correct. What is the answer for the questions 5? Questions 5. Question 5. You think here you write down the final answer. For the A is asking you to prove. For the number 2 here is you write down 17.6 meter or 17.5 meter are acceptable. Okay? You think you write down this answer, then you prove it by yourself because this question not that difficult. Okay. Okay, boys and girls, try B. And then type out your answer and let me know. Any of you get the answer? Let me call the name. Prasan? Is it okay? Eva, today we got new friends. Eva, I'm Dr. Lo. Eva, okay or not? But wow, okay? Fawal, did you able to get this answer? B1? Vashini, get 0.87 meter per second per second. Yes, correct. Correct. How about question number 2? Speed increase, that means that we have to using linear motion equation. Okay? Top is 28, that means that this is final. From rest, so starting rest is 0. U equals to 0, U equals to 0. So what is your answer for your time? List down the information that you get, and then you're trying to find out what formula you can use. UVST. So we can using S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT squared, this formula. Part 1, 32 seconds, correct, thank you. Okay, this one 32 seconds. So here S is 450, U is 0, plus 1 over 2. Am I using? Oh, okay. There is a lot of method to solve. If I using the A, then I can substitute here. Or I can using V equals to U plus 80, more easier. So this one, 28 equals to 0 plus, A also, 0.87. Accelerate. Oh, just now I calculate 0.87 times T. UVST. Okay, there is a lot of method to solve. This one is one of them. A is 0.x7 times the T. We don't know the T squared. T. 32 seconds. So there is a lot of information for us to, a lot of formula for us to solve. No matter what method, at the end you'll get the same answer. Okay, any question? If no question, then we are going to proceed. Let me check. V equals to U plus 80. Yes. Thank you. Junho, 32. Correct. Hai Qian, no question. Okay. Yue Ting. Teacher, can I write 32? Oh, okay. Yue Ting, in the AS, their answer scheme, they want 2 to 3 significant figure. So most of the times I will using 2 significant figure, but 3 also can. So you can write 32.1, but not 32. Sorry, you can write 32.2. If you get 32.18, you have to round off. Cannot 4. Okay, no question. We goes to the next page. You think okay? 2 to 3 significant figure. Okay, next. So for this one, acceleration of free fall. So for finding out how fast it's traveling in the vacuum. So when free fall, meaning that it is in vacuum. So if you saw the keyword of vacuum or free fall, they bring the same meaning. That is no air resistance, meaning that there is no air resistance. So how we find? Okay, so this is the experiment how we find lah. Okay, so they were having the electromagnet to hold the ball. Okay, to hold the ball. This one, year 7 and form 5, we learn about electromagnet. When we switch on, it will acting like a magnet. When we switch off, it will demagnetize. Okay, release the ball. So at here, these two actually can be adjusted. It will use it to count the time. So first I can know the distance. I will know the distance. I can set the distance that I want. So here, this one S, I can set. Then the time we can count. So we got this, we can count the time, because this one, the light get and second light get can tell us how what is the time. Okay, then what else information we have? We have S. Oh, we know that here at start, we release. It can be start from 0, U equals to 0. Then we want to find the acceleration, can be used as G symbol or A symbol. So just now the 4 linear motion equation related with AUST. So which is this? S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT squared. As this U is 0, so we can get S equals to 1 over 2 AT squared. The A represent the acceleration of free fall. So at here, we will get the form. We will know how to calculate it by using this formula. G equals to, we rearrange only. Okay? So for the past year question, first one is very easy. Okay, they tell you that here, keyword, vacuum. So highlight vacuum. So we know that it is in free fall motion. Then we have to using this formula. Just now the formula S equals to 1 over 2 AT squared. You want to put G also can. Okay. So the time is 0.5. What is the length of the tube? So it drop. In the tube, it drop. So this one, what is the length of the tube? That means that this one asking you S. So can you able to count for me? Our G on Earth is 9.81. Here, this one I got right here. The G is 9.8 meter per second per second. So calculate it. This one is just using formula, easy. 1.2 m. Yes, correct. A. Just apply formula only. So goes to question number 2. Right, try. Question number 2 is testing your mathematics. Yeah, mathematics. Move here and there, compare. So this one, 1 over 2, 9.81. Then t is 0.5 square. So your answer will be 1.3 meter. Okay, go to page number 7. Try. So at start, 1 over 2 at squared. This is L. The distance it travel is L. 1 over 2a, the time for total times it takes capital letter T squared. Now they tell you how far. That means that new distance, okay? New distance. What is your new distance? When the times is 0.5 t. Okay, try. Jore. B, correct. Jore, yes, correct. Answer will be B. This one actually is testing on your mathematics, how you solve it. So at here, 0.5 square, actually you will get 0.25. Then 1 over 2 at square. So this one, 0.5 square actually is 2.5. So that means that this one, you see this one, actually is just now here, the L. So here will be L, 0.25 L. So answer will be boy. Is it okay? Okay, thank you. Then okay, we go to number 3. Number 3, try it by yourself. Okay, thank you, Junho. Right, number 3, try. Here graph, then gradient. You're trying to think what is the gradient for this graph and how you relate it with the equation just now that we talked about free fall. So what is the gradient? What gradient can bring the information for you? Gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. I rearrange the formula to find your acceleration. Then how I relate this equation with the gradient? So it will equals to how many times of the gradient? Well, 2G, correct. Jore C, correct. Okay, so at here, this one, S meaning that hash lah, okay? So S is actually the hash. Okay, here, this part. This part is G, so it will equals to 2G. C, okay. Washini C, okay. So goes to last question. Then we will go to new lesson already. Okay, last lesson, try it by yourself. Also mathematics move here and there. At the end, you get the answer. Right, try. Same vertical height. Then you're using mathematics solve it. Then the rest page 9 until page 14 next week, I will let you check the answer. This one is for you to practice by yourself. Self-practice. Then get ready with your lesson number 8. We will go to projectile motion. Any of you get the answer? Let me know. Prasan, okay or not, Prasan? Eva? Vito today also didn't respond. Vito, okay or not? Machine 1/6. See? No. It's square. Vito, okay. No. Almost there. There is a square, so you need to square root it. 1/2 AT squared. But this one T is for the Earth. This one 1/2 AT squared. This one is for the moon, Earth. Okay, 1/2 and 1/2 we can cancel. Okay, no need to consider. So this one acceleration for the Earth. Then the times is TE square equals to A for the moon, then Tm square. AE over AM equals to Tm square over TE square. So they told you that this one AE over AM is equals to 6. So this one is equals to 6. Okay, equals to Tm square over Te square. Now the question asking you Te over Tm. So I rearrange Te square over Tm square actually is 1/6. But then not yet finished. Vashini at here not yet finished. Why? Because there is a square. Answer is B, correct? Fawal? Correct. So here, don't forget about the square here. Okay, so at here, it will become square root 1/6, or we say 1/square root 6. Okay, this is the working step. Answer will be B. Okay, boys and girls, get ready with your lesson number 8. Okay. Okay, number 8. Lesson number 8. Okay or not? If okay, then we go to lesson number 8, projectile motion. Okay, so I proceed. Okay, here we go to the Lesson number 8. Okay, projectile motion. This one is involved with 2D. Previously when we learned about what momentum and so on, is just 1D, left right only. Okay, this is 2D. That means we got x-axis, horizontal component and vertical component. Okay, so at here we assume that air resistance is not there. Okay, we assume. So if there is air resistance, there is different story already. Okay, so at here, because acceleration air resistance is negligible, so we ignore it. So the horizontal velocity, it will be constant. So these 2 points is very important. So these 2 points is very important. First, you have to know in our projectile motion, we solve the question. The velocity, horizontal velocity, I label x lah, horizontal, it will be constant. For example, let's say this is 8 meter per second per second. No matter at any position, it will be still 8 meter per second per second. It won't be changed because there is no air resistance resist it. Okay, and then some more, the gravity is affecting the vertical, it's not affecting on the horizontal. So first concept you have to know is, for the horizontal component, the velocity all the time at any position, they will be the same. Okay, for the vertical, what will be the same all the time? Which is your acceleration, your g. So your g pointing downward at here, any point, it will be the same, 9.81. Okay, these two concepts. Okay, then here there are 3 key principles we have to know. Acceleration, just now I told you, always equals to g and always acting downward. Okay, so acceleration only affecting the vertical. So the horizontal does not affect it. That's why your horizontal velocity all the time will be constant. Okay, then here horizontal and vertical, they will be independent to each others. You have to separate it and calculate it. Okay, we go to page number 2. Okay, horizontal projection. Okay, we got 2 types of case. It might be horizontal throw. Okay, second is it might be throw upward with certain angle. So for the first case, we learn they are horizontal projection, horizontally throw the things. Okay, so at here we talk about the SX first, the horizontal part, which is this part. We're talking about this part first, because X is horizontal. You have to be very clear. Your U and V all the time will be the same. Okay, this one, this and this horizontal all the time, it will be the same. So at here, U and V all the time is the same. So the formula that involved at here, let's say X equals to U X T plus 1 over 2 GT squared. Okay, here your G in horizontal component, there is no G. G is 0 because the G only affecting vertical. So G here is 0. So we will get the formula as X equals to UXT. So this one, you draw the box like this. This is an important formula we will use when we calculating the horizontal component, the information. We are using this formula. Previously we got 4, right? V equals to U plus AT, S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square, S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT, wait, the third one, S equals to 1 over 2, the second one is S equals to 1 over 2 U plus V times T, V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay, here, the first equation, why are you using this? This is the third equation. Why are you using this third equation? Here I show you. I talking something more than you need to know. Okay, here A, we know that is 0. This one 0. So V equals to U. It doesn't bring us any information because we already know it is constant velocity for the horizontal part. So second one, A is equals to 0. So we get this formula. Just now the formula is this. Okay, the third one here, U and V are the same, all the time are the same. So you will get 2U times T divided by 2. So at the end, you're still getting the same thing, S equals to UT. So this one, A equal to 0. So V square equals to U square also didn't bring any other small information. So at the end, for the horizontal part, this is the only formula that we need to know. Okay? So here we know it's because we know that G is 0. Then at the end, we get this formula. But for the vertical one, we can use a lot of formula. Any formula will do as long as you're able to find the information you want. Okay, but for the vertical, we have to know two things. Okay, here your G must be 9.81 meter per second per second. Then we throw something horizontal as starting. So my starting vertical U, vertical U, that means that I put UY, this must be a 0. Because at start, it only having this horizontal. Now I'm talking about vertical. Okay, I'm talking about vertical. So at here, if we want to using S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square, here I will add Y, this one Y also. Okay, so that I very clear what component I'm talking right now. I'm talking about vertical. Okay, so at here, your SY will be equals to, here is 0. So this one is 0. We don't need to consider. 1 over 2 AT squared. The A at here is the vertical, which is our 9.81. Beside this formula, you want to using others formula also can. As long as you know that this G is 9.81, if they throw horizontal, your initial velocity for vertical will be 0. Okay, we try with the past year question. Now this one is theory. Okay, now we look at the past year at here. You look at this 10 meter per second horizontal velocity. So I write ux is 10 meter per second. Okay, the height here, this one is your distance. But look at this height is like this, it's vertical. So you label SY. This is vertical. Okay, so at here the question asking you how long the time, which means that they want you to find the time t. Okay, can we using the horizontal component to find the answer for t? Okay, here the problem is here if I want to using this horizontal information, I got the ux, yes. I want to find t, but the problem is, do you know what is your distance in your horizontal component? Do you know how far for this distance? So we look at this. Are we knowing about this? We don't know. We don't know, so that means that we cannot using horizontal component. This one horizontal component we cannot use. We only can consider your vertical. So at here, I know what vertical distance is 8 meter. Then I know that my G or A is 9.81 meter per second per second. Then I want to find my T. I know that my initial velocity is 0. So boys and girls, just now the formula for linear motion equation, can you help me to count? What formula you can use? SATU. You know this formula, you know this information. We cannot using horizontal is because we don't know the horizontal distance. Although I know the horizontal velocity, but I don't know the distance, also cannot use the formula. So that we cannot consider horizontal, then we consider the vertical part. Hai Qian C. Correct. Answer is C. So at here we're using S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square. Remember, I'm talking about y-axis. Y-axis. So it will be 8. Then this one will be 0. So equals to 1 over 2, 9.81. Because it's trolling down, it's moving downward, so it's 9.81. If moving upward, then it will be negative. So t squared. At the end, your answer t should be 1.2x second, which is 1.3 second. Answer is C. So we have to consider, if they're giving us the horizontal distance, we also can calculate by using the component, horizontal component, s equals to ut, the one. But the problem is, in this question, we don't have this information. We don't have. This is your x. So we forced to using the vertical information to find what we want. Okay, boys and girls, we go to your page number 3. He traveled horizontally, yes, into the air, and vertical. So this one label as Y. Vertical is Y. This one, they give you 6 meter horizontal distance. Then at here, they're asking you what is your V. V at here, this is your x-axis. Okay, x-axis. So you have to find it out. What is your Vx? And horizontal, all the time they will be the same. Horizontal velocity all the time will be constant. So what formula you can use? Horizontal as x equals to uxt. You want to find this ux. Ux and vx all the time will be the constant. So you got the 6 meter. But the problem is you don't have the t. So this t is missing. You have to find it out based on the vertical component. From the vertical component, you're trying to find t. Then t only can substitute at here. The t will be the same. Like, boys and girls, you try it by yourself and then tell me your answer. We want to find horizontal. The problem is we don't know the t. How can we get the t? We're using vertical component to find out. Try and tell me your answer. One point five seven. No, there is no this answer. 1.5. Oh, second. No. Try again. Prasan. B. Correct. Prasan correct. Answer will be B. John Ho 6.3. No. Answer is B. B also correct. Vashini. Okay. Here, horizontal, we want to find the ux. Here, Vx actually is Ux because all the time it will be constant. It doesn't affecting by the gravity in the horizontal component. But the problem is I don't know the T. I need to find out the T by using the vertical information, vertical component. So I list down the physical quantity that we can get from the vertical part. So Sy is 2 meter, A is 9.81. This one we have to know lah, okay? Because vertical affecting by gravity. Then at starting, here only horizontal component. There is no vertical component. So Uy is 0. T, what is the T? So we can using Sy equals to Ut plus 1 over 2 At squared. This one Y. Y is already 0. What? Okay? Uy already 0. So here 2 meter equals to 1 over 2 9.81 t squared. your t should be 0.639 seconds. Okay? Then this t, we can put it in here. 0.639. So your ux will get 9.39. That means that 9.4 meter per second. Okay, this is the working step. Any question? No, Okay, question number 2. Actually, similar method. Question number 2. Oh, my labeling got problem. It should be question number 3. It's okay. Next question. Can you using a very fast speed complete it? No question. Thank you, Junho. Line next question. Numbering got problem, but doesn't matter. This one, without referring just now the method, you try and complete it by yourself and then type it out. What is the answer? The speed at takeoff. That means that they want to find this. This is horizontal. Any of you get the answer? This one should be easy. It's just train you again. The concept is the same. Prasan, let me have a look. Donkey. Yes, correct. Answer is donkey. Okay, answer is donkey. I'm not going to show working step. Actually, the method is the same like just now. Okay, it's the same. Same method. 20. Correct, Kai Qian. Right, boys and girls, we go to our next page. Page number 4. Okay, go to next page. Page number 4. This one, just now, this working step actually exactly the same like this. Okay, you practice only. Okay, boys and girls, here. Page number 4, then we projected horizontally. So at here, this one we label, this is your ux equals to 4.9. So your uy is 0, it's only having the horizontal velocity. So the ball is projected horizontal, land on the distance. Okay, this is horizontal distance, so sx. Horizontal, I put x, x-axis for me, x-axis, so I put x. Okay, assume there is no air resistance. Okay, calculate the time to reach to the ground. What is your time t? So right now, the information we have is your x-axis. So how you find the t? Right, boys and girls, do it and then tell me your answer. Prasan, 3.67? No, 3.67. No, 0.37. Yes. Prasan, you check which part is wrong. 0.37. Joray, 0.37 correct. 0.37 correct. Okay, here Sx equals to uxt. So this one is 180. Oh, I know. Maybe Prasan is because 180 you didn't change to meter. So it will be 1.8 meter. 1.8 meter equals to u is 4.9 t. So t should be 0.37 second. So this one, highlight. If you make mistake, then please make sure you remember to convert it into meter. Okay, next of the question. Oh, divided by 10 instead of 100. Oh, okay. So here. Oh, okay. Conversion problem. Okay, vertical component of velocity as it hit the ground. So what does it mean? vertical component of velocity as it hit the ground. Hit the ground, that means final already. Okay, so Vy, vertical, that means that y-axis, so I put y. What is your Vy? So my question is, we list down the information that we know. Uy at start is 0. Our air is 9.81 meter per second. Your sy, do we know sy? No, we don't know. But then we know the time. We know the time at here. Because just now we count, the time is 0.37 seconds. Question asking you what is your Vy. Information I already list down. Whatever that I know, I list it down. So what formula you use and what is your velocity? 3.63, correct. Prasan, correct. For this question, the answer should be 3.63. So at here, UATV, the formula that we use will be the first one. Okay, then I would like to put y. So for me to understand that now I'm talking about vertical. Okay, so your Vy we don't know. U is 0, A is 9.81, the time is 0.37. So at here your Vy should be 3.6. So can you see that the vertical one, not only just now the S equals to 1 over 280 squared. Vertical one, there is a lot of formula can be used. But for the horizontal, at the end you will find that that is the formula only. Sx equals to ux times t. Okay, next. Any question? Determine the magnitude and the angle of the horizontal of the velocity as the ball hit. Horizontal of the okay. Determine the angle magnitude of the velocity of the ball. Okay, velocity of the ball, it will involve with Vx and Vy. So we need to find their resultant, magnitude of this resultant, if they're talking about the velocity. So velocity involved with two components, x and y. So at here, my question is, do you know what is your Vy? Vy we already count. It's 3.6 meter per second. What is your Vx? What is your Vx? Horizontal. As I told you, horizontal, it won't be changed. It will same as starting. So it's 4.9 meter per second. Okay, in the exam, they won't provide this diagram. This diagram, actually, I add it up so that easily for you to refer. Okay, so what is your resultant? This one you can using your trigonometry. Okay, so this one we can using the resultant. What is your resultant? So your resultant velocity can be using 4.9 square plus 3.6 square. Your answer should be 6.1 meter per second. Magnitude of the velocity. Velocity involved with two components. So you have to solve it out. Okay, now they're asking you to find the angle to the horizontal. Angle to the horizontal. That means they want to find this angle. Can you guys help me to find out the answer? What is this angle? Rearrange to find the gradient, to find the angle, rearrange the, wait, let me have a look like this. Like this, like this. So this is Vx, this is Vy. This angle, what is this angle? Jore, let me have a look. 36 degree, yes. We told 36.6. Just now, Jore 36.5, eh? But 36 point, let me check. tangent, inverse tangent, 3.6 divided by 4.9. My answer is 36.3 leh. Oh, yes. Foul 36.3. This one, like this. Okay, this one is... This one, x-axis will be the 4.9. This one, y is 3.6. So, tangent, it will be the opposite 3.6 divided by 4.9. Delta should be 36.3 degree. My answer is 36.3. Jore might be different. I use 3.63. 3.63. Oh, yeah. Okay, understood. Okay, if like that, okay, you just show out you using 36.3. 3.63. No problem, Jore. Okay. You think 36.6, 6.1, 36.6.1 cos. Okay, should be fine lah. Because just now Jore said that the value that you substitute might be slightly different. Maybe at here you using 3.63. Then your answer will be slightly different. Then okay. As long as you showing, then no problems. They should give you correct. Okay, so this part, any question? No question, then we go to the next page. Page 5. Is it okay? Okay, thank you, Kai Chen. Yes, Mashini. John Ho, yes, thank you. Okay, Fawang, okay. So, boys and girls, we look at this second case. Just now, the first case that we learned is we throw horizontal. Okay, horizontally we throwing. But now is we projectile at certain angle. Okay, so at here, your U for vertical no longer zero. Okay, no longer zero. So there is a lot of formula to use. This is some of the idea only lah. Okay, so at here, for your UY, so this is the object. This is the object we projected at some angle. This is the angle. Okay, angle. So this is your UX. This is your UY. You have to apply the knowledge that UX will be U cos theta. This one in the first or second lesson we're talking about this. There is angle between the two forces, so we're using cos. So this one U cos delta. Okay, U cos delta. So UY is U sin delta. UX is U cos delta. Okay, then after that, AY is we throwing upward. We throwing upward. It must be negative 9.81 meter per second. Negative G. Okay, then VY. If you projector at the maximum height, this is maximum height. If at maximum height, you need to understand that the V, the vertical V is actually 0. The vertical one will be 0, but horizontal one still have. The horizontal one still have. So in overallly, the velocity is not 0. Okay, then after that, here velocity at a certain time. Okay, you can using any formula to find just now the 4 linear motion equation, but you have to be very clear. Now you're talking about the vertical. If they're asking you to finding the height, then you also can using this formula to find it out. Now the U for Y is no longer 0. Just now case 1 horizontal, we project it out. That one is vertical, initial vertical velocity is 0, but right now no. Okay, so we look at the horizontal motion at here. It's the same thing. The horizontal one, it will be the constant. Okay, horizontal UX and VX all the time will be the same. Okay, so can you see that this one all the time it will be the same. Acceleration does not affecting on the horizontal. No, gravity does not affecting on the horizontal, so this one is 0. Then range, just now we can using just now the one, ux times t. If they're asking you calculate the speed or calculate the velocity, like just now the question, actually you have to consider x component and y component. Okay, now we try with the partial question. We look at this question. Okay, the ball is kicked so that initial, this one is your u. But we need to split it out, resolution. Previously, we learned about resolution, split it out. So we can split it out into the ux and uy. Okay, at an angle 50 degree. What is the maximum height? Okay, the question wants you to asking you the maximum height. That means that it will go up, something like this. We want to find this maximum height. So this one maximum height I can label as SY because it's vertical maximum height. So at the maximum height at here, you need to remember your Vy is 0. Your Vy is 0. And then for vertical, we need to know the information A is equals to negative 9.81 meter per second per second. So boys and girls, can you see that? These two information we have to know. We have to know by ourselves. Okay, then here what else we can know? Vy is 0a. Then uy. We're talking about vertical what? So uy, what is your uy? Uy at here, you should using u sine 50. U sine 50. Okay, all the information I already list out for you. Can you help me to calculate what is the maximum height? Draw it out. So right now we know Vy as we want to find Sy. We know acceleration will be negative 9.81 because it's against gravity going up. Uy we also can calculate. So what formula you can use? The 4 linear motion equation. What formula we can use? Right, try and then tell me your answer. Jore says C. Correct, Jore. Good job. How about others? John Ho, 4.3. Correct, John Ho. Okay, so at here, your S, Y, U, V, A, S. So we can using the formula V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Remember, we are talking about Y axis, Y axis, Y axis. So maximum height Vy will be 0. Then after that, here Uy will be 12 sine 50 degree. Square plus 2. This one negative 9.81 S. So your S should be 4.3 meter, correct? Let me check. Vashini C. Okay, correct. Answer is C. Okay, boys and girls, I want to go to page number 7, question 5. I want to go to question 5, page number 7. Okay, this 2, 3, 4 can let you try. Then I want to go to number 5. Projectile is launched at a certain angle. It will travel over horizontal ground. Air resistance is negligible. Which graph will be show the variation of t of the speed? Remember this one speed. Involved with x-axis and y-axis. Involved with x-axis and y-axis. Okay, when it is launched to and when it lands on the ground. Okay, so boys and girls, I let you think what is the most probability, what answer will be your answer? Which one ABCD will be your answer? So you think, is it possible for A, possible for B, C or D? Which one is the correct answer? What graph can represent your speed and time? Here the speed actually is two components. We got x and y. Any of you got answer? Tell me. Let me check your answer. Jore say B. Fatwal say D. Prasan say D. Vashini say B. None of you give me the correct answer. Okay, dear. Give you a hint again. You look at this. Maximum height. And maximum height, is it 0? Will your velocity 0 or not? At maximum height, your Vy is 0, correct? But your Vx is not 0. You still got Vx, which is same as your Ux. Horizontal component, it won't be horizontal velocity, it won't be 0. It will all the time constant. So what is your answer? This one, impossible 0. Horizontal velocity won't be 0. Prasan C, correct. Jore, oh, got C. Yeah, Boyang say C, correct. So understand, when they're talking about the speed, is overall resultant speed. Resultant speed at here, we need to consider x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so at the maximum height, we know that the y-axis is 0. This one is correct. But your x-axis is never be 0. Never be 0. So this part is wrong. Here is wrong. Then speed won't be constant. Okay, A is wrong. So answer will be C. Okay, boys and girls, we go to page number 8, question number 6. Let me see, Vito C, correct, Vito. Line next. Line, boys and girls, easy. Number 6A, find your U, horizontal component of U. Find your vertical component. Type your answer in the chat box. So if the question need Vy, the answer should be B, right, teacher? Yeah, let me have a look. If the question asking you Vy. Yes, correct. If only talking about the vertical position, yes. It will goes to 0 and then it falling down. Then affecting by the constant acceleration, correct, Jore? Your idea is correct. Six A, find your UX, find your UY, horizontal. Normally I say this is UX because X axis, Y axis. This one should be easy. Speed up, speed up. Let me know the idea, the answer, your answer. Well, Shini says 7.7, correct. Right, continue. Nine point two. 12 sine 50 degree. So you will get 9.2. Okay, next continue. So we need to prove. Prasan correct, 7.7 and 9.2 correct. Kai Qian correct. Okay. Like boys, prove that maximum height. Again, maximum height. So at here, maximum height is talking about vertical. So this one is SY. They want you to prove SY is equals to 4.3. So you list out whatever about the vertical component. So at here, maximum height, Vy will be 0, correct? Then your Uy just now you already count 9.2 meter per second. Then we automatically understand your A because it's trolling upwards. It will be negative 9.81 meter per second per second. And then what is your xy? VUAS. We're using the formula V square equals to U square plus 2AS. VUSA, yeah, correct. So are you talking about y component y? So here Vy is 0, U is 9.2 square plus 2, negative 9.81, then Sy. Sy we should able to prove 4.3 meter. This one should be no problems, right, dear? List down whatever information related, then you're only able to find what formula you can use. Can. Okay, next. Calculate and determine the magnitude. Magnitude, that means that I don't care about the positive, negative. You just give me the value, okay, of the displacement. Dear, displacement. So we have to consider your x component and y component, horizontal and vertical component. So at here, we know that the s equals to square root sx square plus sy square. The problem is sy we know. 4.3 square. Just now here we calculate already. But the problem is what is your sx? Like dear, do you able to find out what is your sx? We got two components, we have to find their resultant. So we need to find what is your sx, what is your sy. Then these two, finding out the resultant of displacement. So you need to find your sx. Horizontal component, just now I told you uxt. But the problem is, teacher, I know the ux, which is 7.7, but I don't know the t. That is another problem. What is the t? So can you trying to find out the t? Using either horizontal or vertical component, see what information can for you to calculate the t. Find out what is your t, We don't know the t. Just now the vertical actually got a lot of information we know already. What? So we can using the vertical component helping us to find your t. Like try and then tell me your answer. What is your t? What is the t? We know for the vertical component, we know the VUA. Then what is the t? Zero 0.94, correct, dear. Machine correct. 0.94. Kai Chen correct. Because we know a lot about the vertical information, vertical component information. So we're using this continue to find t. So what formula we can use? We can using u equals to v equals to u. V equals to u plus at. So I'm talking about the y component. Y0 here, 9.2 here, negative 9.81 times the t. So your t should be 0.94 second, correct? So you put this in here, 0.94. So you find out your answer for your x, then substitute in here and then calculate what is your final displacement. So S is 8.4. S is 8.4. Oh, final here is 8.4, correct. Like your final here, final answer is 8.4. 8.4, correct. So this one, if not mistaken, I get 7.23 meter lah. Put it in 7.23 meter square. Okay, if okay, then we go to your page number 9. Is it okay? We go to page number 9. Yes, thank you, Junho. Yes, Mashini. Okay, next slide, dear. Okay, now this question said that a ball horizontal we kick with a certain angle. So calculate the time. Easy lah. Calculate the time. So at here we label this is x, x horizontal. Now here they want you this one h actually is sy. U at here with an inertia well 38 degree travel with a horizontal. Then initial velocity of the ball is 9.5. Okay, so this one is ux initial velocity. Let me horizontal component. That means that this question here ux is 9.5 meter per second. Okay, boys and girls, first question A, they want you to find the time. Time we can using vertical or horizontal, but doesn't matter. Look what information you can find the t. So seems like your horizontal is better, right? Because we got sx, ux. So here sx equals to uxt. So the distance is 9. This one is 9.5 times the t. So at here, your time should be 0.95 seconds. This one should be no problem lah. Okay, we just calculate using the horizontal. We want to using the vertical can or not, but the problem is vertical, we got a lot of information, maybe we lost lah. Okay, so we using horizontal is better. Vertical is not that easy. Okay, vertical component of UV. They want you to find out this. The vertical, they put V lah. Okay, so we follow this question. They put V, then we follow V, vertical. So here, how you find the UV? Okay. You look at this, U. Then normally UV is actually your U sine 38. But the problem is we don't know the U. So we have to find out the U first. Okay, we find out the U first. So boys and girls at here, okay. UV vertical is U sine 38. But the problem is we don't know the U, so we have to find the U. So just now UX we know. UX is actually U cos 38. So the UX is 9.5. The U we don't know. Find out the U. Then with this U, we substitute inside the here. Okay, we find this U. Tell me your final answer. After you do calculation, tell me your final answer. Okay, final answer for this is 7.4. You check whether you get the 7.4. If you get 7.4, then it should be fine. In physics, there is a lot of method to solve the question. Yeah, okay. Right, boys and girls, you get the answer? Do you able to get the answer? Seven point four. Final answer is 7.4. Yes. Okay, next. So they're asking you to calculate the H. H is SY. They want you to find SY. Okay, so here, what is your SY? We don't know. But I know that object is projected upward, but so my A is negative 9.81 meter per second. Your UY, now I'm talking about vertical, because H at here is vertical. This one is vertical. So now I'm talking all is about the vertical information. UY, we already count, which is the 7.4. Okay, time we already know is 0.95 seconds. This one is from the question A. Okay, what is your SY? Can you do calculation right now? And then tell me your final answer. 2.62, correct? Correct. Others, do you able to get the answer? We're talking about H is vertical, so we get all the information about the vertical one. Yes, Junho, thank you. Okay, good job. You guys did a good job. Okay, S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT square. Remember, you are talking about Y. Okay, so at here, U is 7.4. The time is 0.95 plus 1 over 2. The whole process is projected upward. So at here, negative 9.81 times 0.95 square it. Your final answer should be 2.6 meter. Okay, 2.62. Okay. So boys and girls, if no question, we go to page number 10, question number 8. Okay, overall it's like this. We are calculating the time. Actually, I found out they like to asking you find t first. So most of the time we're using the horizontal to find t. Okay, because that is the most easiest one. Okay, here the student throw a ball over a vertical wall of the height h. Okay, so we label some information. This one is sx. Okay, then this one is your u. Then this is the angle. Remember, all the time we need to know the ux and uy. Okay, we have to split into two components. Then after that, the ball leave at the height 1.2 meter. Then have initial velocity 22, angle 40. Horizontal distance is 36. Okay, determine the time. See the time. Like boys and girls, count. Later on, third question also asking you to count time first. See, when we do the past year question, we will know that they like to ask our knowledge about the time at starting. So we are using the horizontal to solve it. 2.14. 2.14, yeah, correct. So I will normally put two significant figure. So I will put 2.13, 2.13 and 2.14. Two of you, which one is slightly different? Why slightly different? Okay, so at here, Sx equals to Ux times t. So your Ux will be 22 cos 40 degree times the t. This one is 36. So my answer at here, I make it two significant figures. So I will get 2.1 second. Okay, I will get 2.1 second. Then next, vertical component U of the initial. Oh, easy. Uy. They're asking you Uy. Like boys and girls, count for me. What is your Uy? Next question, easy. What is your Uy? 14. Yes. Machine correct. 14. Vowel 14, correct? Okay, so at here, your Uy will be U sine angle 40 lah. So which means that your Uy, we will get how many? 22. 22 sine 40 degree. So my answer is 14 meter per second. 14 meter per second, easy. Okay, the ball just goes over the wall. Calculate the height. Height, that means that they want your SY. Like boys and girls, try it by yourself right now. For those, if you cannot, then I'm trying to list out some information, then you determine here. So they want to find SY. For those who are good, you try by yourself and then tell me your answer. Then at here, your UY. List down the information regarding the vertical component. Then from there, you do you find out what formula you can use. Vito. You think okay or not? Let's try to find what is your head. Rashini Fawal say 51 meter. No, that is too big, dear. 7.8. Almost there. 2 marks. Rashini, 2 marks. Vito, yes, okay. You think okay, Jore, 8.91. No. But Washini is almost there. You still need extra one more step. Washini 6.6. No. Vito 8.1. No. John Ho 6.3. Hey, why become shorter? Okay, here, dear, look at me. Can you tell me what is your SY after that you calculate? SY at here we can using UYT plus 1 over 2AT squared. So 14T is 2.1 plus 1 over 2 negative 9.81. T is 2.1 square. Here negative. So answer at here I get 7.8 meter. Did you guys able to get until this step? Able to get until this step or not? Yes. That's why I say Washini is almost there. You got 7.76. My calculator problem. 14 times 2.1 minus 9.81 times 21 squared divided by 2. So, when 2.1, not 21, 2.1. You count again, it should be correct. Minus 9.81 times 2.1 squared divided by 2. 7.8 meter. Okay? For well, yes, 7.76. Oh, okay. Okay, dear, why I say not yet finished, we look at just now the question at here. You see your SY that you get, actually is from this point, see, from this point until here. This is your SY. Then we come back to our question right now. See, your point is here. So when we go here, actually your SY that you calculate is here. Actually, your SY that you calculate is here. So at here, this one I should erase. They want to find total SY, but the SY that we calculate just now is actually this part. So this is something new that I want to tell you. Refer back to the just now question here. See, this one, ball is here. This is your SY. Right now, our ball is at certain height already. So our SY that we calculate just now using formula is here. Then, what is your hedge, which is the total SY? It should be add up with this. 1.2 meter. So the total at here, it should be greater than Jore 7, teacher. Yeah, teacher, I do the same thing. Okay, no problem. So here, just now we calculate 7.8 meter. So in total, your hedge, it should be SY that we calculate plus the 1.2. So your answer should be 9.0 meter. Put 0.0, give two significant figure. Is it okay for this question, Lydia? Is it okay for this question? It want to trick you, huh? Yeah, that's why I said, Vashini, you just left one more step. Now the idea is here. You have to be clear. The SY we calculate is from the horizontal, from the ball go up. Okay, this is the distance. Now we go to the page 11. Last question before we end. Okay, dear here. Okay, so this one, okay. The question asking you to calculate the time. So boys and girls also calculate the time. This one is SX. Calculate the time. Do you have UX? Let me have a look. 65. So you can using 65 is something like this from here. 65 meter per second. Okay, find it out your UX and then using your SX to find the time. See, we do 3 partial questions. 3 of them, first question they must be asking you to find the T. Okay, so we can using the horizontal component to find it out. Sx equals to ux times t. So 70 meter, yeah, 70 meter equals to the ux. Ux can be using 65 cos the angle 4.3 times t. Your t at here will get 1.0 x second. So proof. Okay, the second one, can you calculate the height? This one is the part that they want to trick you. Now I want you calculate your SY first. So at here, UY. Find the UY actually is 65 sine 4.3. Then your G must be negative 9.81 meter per second per second. Then your SY we don't know, but the time we know 1.0 x second. Then the SY, you find the SY first. I want you to find the SY. Then after that we think this SY is from way to way. Like count for SY for me first. Joran, no problem. If you're using 2.14 second, at the end you get 7.71, you just follow yours. No problem. Because it accept with 2 to 3 significant figure. No problem. Your working step is correct. Okay, like boys and girls, calculate the SY for this question. But well, let me have a look. 74.1. No. How you get your SY? So this is the information that I can get for you. Fawal, you check. UY, A is negative, so UATS, what formula we can use? You can trying to using S equals to UT plus 1 over 2 AT squared. Because it fulfill whatever information we have. So now we're talking about Y-axis. So your SY we don't know. UY is 65 sine 4.3 times the time is 1.08. This one you calculate in the question A. Plus 1 over 2A is negative 9.81 because we projected upwards. It's against gravity. So the time is 1.0 x squared. You calculate what is this? 3.1. No. No. check which part you make mistake. You have to know your mistake. Negative 0.46. Jore negative 0. Okay, Jore one is correct. Negative 0.46. But then Vashini, you check what's wrong. Which one you are different with me? Here, negative 0.46 is correct. Vashini and Fatwa have to check why is different with me. Okay, here, SY is negative. What does it mean by negative? This negative means that is already opposite to the initial, opposite direction to the initial motion. Okay, this negative means that opposite already. So we come back to the question just now here. You see, this one I draw a horizontal line first. So from here, this is the horizontal line. Okay, so just now the case that we study is going up, something like this, right? Okay, something like this. So at here, if above the point, here, above the point, we say this is positive S. Positive S. So you go back to here, you see, from here, we say positive 7.8 meter. Okay, so this one also the same here. So it is a positive value. So we come back to this question. You see, from here, so it projectile going down. So this one above is say positive. If negative 0.46, that means that it's going down here. Okay, that means that this S here actually is 0.46 meter. It's going down opposite to your initial direction. Okay, up is positive S, going down, that means that negative X. That means that it's going down, the distance going down. Okay, now the question asking you the height of the center of target above the ground. That means that, okay, your ball maybe or whatever your target. Okay, your target somewhere here. So what is this height? So what is this height? Correct, Fawang. You have to find out why it's different. Is it your pressing or calculator is wrongly pressing, or which part we will make mistake, so you don't do the mistake again. Wrong value. Okay, what value you wrong? Like boys and girls, here what is your hash? Let me know. So SY negative, that means that from the horizontal, then going down, the distance going down. 1.2. Yes, correct, Kai Qian. 1.2. So at here, this one is 1.2. How we get this? Actually, in total here, in total is 1.66. Minus is going down a bit. Okay, minus is going down a bit to 0.46. So at here, oh, I draw the line wrongly. It should be going up a bit like this. Wait. It should be from somewhere here going. Yeah, something like this. Okay, here your hash should be 1.66 minus 0.46. You get 1.2 meter. You should get 1.2 meter. The arrow is starting from here. Just now I draw wrongly. The arrow is starting from here. So this one, the distance, horizontal distance is somewhere here, starting from somewhere here. So this one, the distance is going down. So this one is going down 0.46 meter, going down 0.46. So your total hash at the end, the center of the target above the ground, you should using 1.66 minus the 0.46. So answer will be 1.2. So here answer is 1.2. Any question there? No. Okay, boys and girls, just now I skipped 3 questions, page 6 and 7. That 3 questions, you write down final answer. So after that, you solve it. Okay, page 6. We go to page 6. You write down the final answer somewhere here. You write B. Then BBA. So you solve it. Okay. By the way, can you guys solve it by yourself? And then the self-practice one, you solve it because you need more practice. You need more practice. Okay? I will give you the answer after that. So any question? If no question, then we will end our lesson today. Like, let me know. Rashini, thank you. No question. Okay. Any of you got any problems? Okay, Vito. No question. Thank you. Okay, boys and girls. So there is no question. Then complete the self practice. Last lesson, lesson number 6. The whole set is for you to practice. I already provide the answer today, just now. So you complete it. And also today one. Okay, practice make perfect. Do more practice. Okay, then we end our lesson today. Bye bye. You're welcome, Vashini. John Ho, no problems. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye bye, Kai Qian. Bye bye, Vito. Bye bye, Kai Qian. Farewell. Thank you. No problems. Farewell. Vito, you are welcome. Jore. Okay, Jore, you're welcome. Waiting. You're welcome. Waiting. Prasan, can you please post the previous worksheet? Oh, okay. When you get the worksheet, starting from what worksheet you have it? You private 5, starting from 5. Before 5, you don't have, is it? You private message me because I don't know which number is yours. Then you private message me. I'll provide the worksheet for you. No problem,